Welcome to all our viewers. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's our great honor to conduct these Weaving Empowerment series as a parallel event to the UN 69th Status of Women. And today is my great honor to have a wonderful conversation with a celebrity who has acclaimed her own fame through her work in the sphere of acting, advertising, and modeling. She was awarded in 2011 the title of Mrs. India International, held right here in Atlanta. And she has been featured on the Lakme Fashion Week, along with having all the wonderful creativity and the beauty that it takes to survive in an industry um, like acting and modeling. She also has an extremely beautiful heart because in her spare time, what she does with her resources is extremely commendable. And that's why she makes it to our platform here to share with us the wonderful work she does with NGOs to uplift women. And without further ado, it's my great honor to have you here, Richa. Thank you so much for carving out time in your busy schedule. I know as an actress and as a working woman, it does mean a lot to carve out time in your busy schedule and being here with us for this interview. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Gayatri, for having me here. And I'm so glad and looking forward to talk to all of you. And what to say, this is the first time, and we'll do these kind of sessions many more times together, because definitely I would love to share my
Absolutely.
journey with you all.
Absolutely. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about your inspiration to become an actress and what was your thought when you chose that as a profession, as modeling, as acting? What was your thought behind taking up that as a profession? Was it just your artistry? Was it your creativity? Or was it something beyond all of that?
So I'll tell you to start with, Gayatri. Like, right now I'm residing in West Bengal, a place called Kolkata. And
Oh,
and then I'm from a very small town called Kanpur, which is in Uttar Pradesh. So I'm born and brought up there, and from the very beginning, since my childhood, I had this dream of becoming a beauty queen. And everybody gets surprised, because I always believe in manifesting things, and something which you manifest and you are just after it, you get it. And this is something I get always get goosebumps when I tell my story, because I was like 17 years old and I got married. So at the age of 16, I participated for Miss Kanpur, which was a very small pageant. But that time, just like I took 1 month training from like these Bollywood actors like Sharmila Tagore and so many others. But just 2 days prior the show, I had to opt out because my grandfather passed away.
oh,
So, of course, I could not tell this to the organization, but then, I decided to be with the family, and I said, like, if I have this zeal, I will definitely get some opportunity again. But, after 1 year, I got married, and very soon, like, within a year or two, I delivered my daughter, who is now 23 years old. Then,
my
like,
goodness. You don't
yeah.
look like a mother of a 23-year-old.
Thank you, thank you. So that means a lot. So you know what? Then after that, I started teaching. So I taught for 6 to 7 years, and uh, I used to love to be with children. So that was my only thing that okay. But that thought, in my mind that okay, whenever I get, and suddenly one fine day, one of my friend who lives in Mumbai, she called me, and she was also one of Gladrag's second runners up winner. So she said, like, this is what auditions are happening for Mrs. India. So why don't you come over to Mumbai and, give your audition? I said, no, now, like, my daughter is 8 years old. So now I'm teaching, and like I think it's like not for me. She said, like, you saying like this at least once come, okay, that like always I believe that we should at least give a chance. Keeping that thought
Absolutely.
in mind, I went straight to Mumbai, and more than 2000 entries. Like I was selected in 60. And then I decided that but winning was not my goal, winning was not at all. I thought that I will experience the whole journey, and then I was selected in top 10 after 60, and then I got the crown. Then I was sent to USA, Atlanta, so I got the crown from there as well. So
And that is wonderful. That is wonderful.
yes,
That really exhibits your zeal and your consistency and hard work. And
yes,
thank you. Thank you for using your fame and your claim for impact. I like to call it like an impact cinema because you have a platform where you can reach many more.
yes,
And
absolutely.
so tell us, how did this aspiration of helping women, specifically young girls, work that you work with in an NGO?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the NGO, what kind of work the NGO does, and how you support and help it.
So I'll tell you, Gayatri, like, before that, I would like to add, so when I used to teach in school, that time also, I had my domestic help at home. So, her children, like, she had three girls that time. So, I used to do, like, often, taking care of their books and teaching them. Because since I was into teaching, so after coming back home, along with my daughter, I used to, and absolutely, like that that's a humanity which at least I could do. So till today also, like it's I think almost 20 years now, but still that lady, she calls me, she comes and meets me because her daughters are grown up and one is working in a bank and she's already finished her studies. So I feel so good that at least I could do a little bit, from my side for them.
Mm.
So that was always there, my thing, because, I always feel that if we are empowered and we empower others, then only we feel that, like we are strong enough. And only one thing which my father taught, that a strong woman can help herself, but strongest women help others. And
That is
then only,
beautiful.
and so, after that, definitely I got some platform where my voice was heard. So I decided that, okay, so I started with women trafficking, and I got hold of a gentleman called Vishwadev Mukherjee. And he was also like, helping in a way. So we opened this NGO called Ushore. So I'm the brand ambassador, brand face for them. And we started, today is like 2025, we started in 2011, the year when I won the crown. So it is like almost 14 years, and by God's grace, we have three schools. Apart from that, we have one old age home, which is there at Elliott Road, where 60 women are there. And everybody's like from a very, very good background, good home, but then children, they are not ready to keep them. And so I just go and spend time with them. And with these women trafficking, I just go because there we have this red light area in Calcutta. I go,
Mm.
I see that zeal in girls that, okay, they want to come out. Sometimes, okay, that, out of 10, if I can help two also, that gives me so much of peace and contentment, which I can't tell you.
That is beautiful. So just tell us the name of the organization again. It's
Yes.
Ushur.
Ushore. So, Ushore is United Sympathetic Hand of Relief. So this is something that apart from, like, we have our own place or own shelter, we go to those places also where they have some funds issue or things like that. And my contacts, like, here industrialist and all these people, they know that if Richa Sharma will come to us, she has no agenda in mind. She is only asking us to help, where she has no commission, nothing. And I never ask them for money. I only say that, we have to make one bathroom. There we have to make one toilet. We have to make maybe a shelter. over there, which is like, we have to give some chairs over there, maybe some benches, things like that. So,
Beautiful. So Ushur is an NGO that you, along with many others, are running for giving a new life to sex workers, if I understand you
yes,
correctly. So,
yes.
how are these sex workers rescued right from West Bengal?
Yes, because there is this Shonargachi, there is this red light area where, this is like happening for years, for
Right,
last,
right, right,
I can say, yeah. So, their children, like, of course, mothers, like, they don't even know who their father is. So
right.
they have a place to stay, and ultimately they have no other option but to get into the same profession. But where still some people want to come out, so we go, we volunteer, we talk to them. You will not believe, like, I would like to tell you one incident. So I got four girls from there. Out of four, I decided, and then we have some different people to teach them, maybe, some swing, like, that stitching or
Skills,
other things, so that,
sewing.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, out of four, three of them ran away. Somehow, like, me and my team got hold of them. I was so upset and so, like, heartbroken. You know what they said? Like, we are very, very happy even in a dollar. $1 we get in a day and we get food. You will teach us, you will take almost 1 year or two. And then, then also we don't know we'll get work or not. How can you assure us? Because we have got so used to of this life. But like those three, I still tried to explain. I did not say. I left from there like with teary eyes. But that one girl, now when she goes and meets them, because they are like now they so many of them, because this girl inspires them. This girl has given them at least this light that yes, we can also do if she can.
That is wonderful. It is quite a difficult job, I would say, to rescue someone that from the childhood has seen nothing else, has seen a life of living off selling one's body, and trying to give them a new life through education. Is there a particular age group that you all try to rescue? Or, it just doesn't depend whenever they're ready or whenever their parents,
Even
the mother
even
wants.
So
Hmm.
even if like definitely we take children 5 plus, even if like that we mothers are ready that okay, I want to send my girl with you, we happily take them. And mothers come sometimes and they so we like we educate them. We have almost 350 students in our
Wow.
school where so like some children they go back with their mothers and mothers come every day and they just bless us, nothing else. And we have like all the help from different people from different background, even from people from our industry, the actresses, the actors. Only one thing which they appreciate about me, they always say that Richa has taken us to the path of humanity, which is such a good feeling. Because when they call me and they say, what can we do, what can I do, I say spend time. More than giving money, spend time. Even if you have a day, even if you have an hour, but keep your phone in the car. You don't have to take pictures or videos and put in social media. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Of course, sometimes it is required to tell
Absolutely.
others. Yeah, but then before that, you have to be friendly with them.
Right.
So they are ready to, give you what you want to do for them. Otherwise, and today, each one of them, Gayatri, like I wish when you come, each one of them, just you say, where is Richa? And they start crying and they say, like, what I am
I
to
actually
them.
do come to Calcutta. We have a biggest center of ISKCON in Mayapur. So I
Oh,
actually have an
wow.
apartment in Mayapur. I do come to
Okay.
Mayapur, so I have to board at Calcutta Airport, the Dum Dum Airport.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes. Please come and
So
be my guest, and you and, the beautiful lady, because of her, I'm talking to you all and can share my
absolutely,
journey. And yes.
absolutely, I would love to be able to, like you mentioned, support this initiative, and if nothing, at least spend time. That's something so beautiful that you brought out, that more than the finances, which they definitely do need to run an initiative like this, where you're transforming lives of people through education, through showing them that there are opportunities other than just what you've been seeing, where you become a slave of, you do have opportunities of earning money in a more ethical, in a more law-abiding way. Um, and what you really mentioned was spending time, not just seeing them as they're so used to being seen as a point of exploitation or just
Absolutely,
flesh,
absolutely.
you know. But when you see them as people and you want to spend time with them, I think the morale boost that they get is much more than what a dollar can really offer. So you really mentioned something so beautiful and really exhibits the beauty of your heart, you know.
Thank you so much.
Along with being a brand ambassador for cosmetics, you are
Yeah,
being a brand ambassador for an organization that rescues women in dire need. That is really, another thing that you really mentioned was extremely beautiful is that you can help people with your little story that you shared of these four girls that you rescued. It's easier to help someone who wants to be helped, you know.
absolutely. You are right. So right, But it
But
is
you're
not
trying
easy.
to do, yeah, you're trying to educate girls and show them, open that window that has been closed for them all their life, and actually show them that there is a life outside. There is a life where you can flourish and be independent and not be a slave and not be just an object of someone else's lust and, you know, passion
I
or
know.
whatever. So,
And like Gayatri, like sorry to interrupt. Apart from that, there is a small village here in Calcutta called Sundarban, and there are other rural areas also. So like we also go there and volunteer. Some girls, those who are educated, somehow their parents have educate them, but then they don't have that means or support because of dowry. They go to a family and then they die. Either someone commits suicide, someone. So we also talk to them. I have done a film, like, which is a small short film, 40 minutes. When you get time, please show it to your team and everyone, because with that also we have given some message to, especially to the parents also, because from where everything starts.
can
Even
you
like
share a little bit about the film? We'd like to hear more.
it's
What is the concept of the movie?
So it is a true story. There was a girl in Delhi and she was a PhD student. Somehow her parents, gave her that education, and she did so well to herself. And then she got married. Her father got her married, but they had that same mindset. The in-laws, they asked for dowry. They gave whatever they wanted. And after she went to the family, she's traveling all over the world, but when she comes back home, she's beaten up by
Mm,
father-in-law, by husband. She goes back to her parents. She tells that, I'm not able to live. But every time she's sent back saying that this time will pass. Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
mm.
Ultimately, you know what she does? One day she commits suicide.
Oh my
You know
goodness.
why? You know why? Because today, like we are today's women. We always say that we are empowered, we are educated, we are self-independent. But sometimes, we need only one support from your parents' side. Not all of us are same. If you ask me, I am also similar. If I am like, tortured or something like that, if my father will say, I will try and adjust. But one fine day, if I will have to give up. And that's what she did. So, with the tagline we have that, listen to her and save her.
Mm. So that's an impact cinema that you worked on, and it's a short movie. We
It's a short
definitely
movie.
like to add that in the bio of our interview here. Thank you for sharing that. And that is, through music, through me, videos, through movies, through short films like this. And like you mentioned, it's a true story. So
Yes.
I live in California, and for me
Okay.
to perceive, um, someone committing suicide because they were not able to adjust, sometimes for our Western audience, that might feel, really? Why? Just leave and go and live a life. But sometimes, since I was born in India, I can understand the cultural perspective, and especially, I mean, I was born in Mumbai, but still, when you go to these smaller villages
Yes.
where the social pressure is so commendable, and it's so that if they don't have one support, they try to live within what they have. And so I really see that not only along with your NGO, what you're really also focusing on is education.
Yes.
Education through an example for being yourself, and education through these impact cinema, which you reach several millions of people. Um, and we're so grateful. We're extremely grateful
Thank
for the work you're doing. And so, uh, just before we were shooting, you mentioned that your husband was actually helping you since you're an outdoor shooter. Your husband was helping you set up. And,
you.
what role does he play in your life for you to be able to be a successful um, actress and at the same time have an impact on the society with the work you do?
So
Share a little about his
I'll give you
contribution.
yes, I'll give you an small example. When I got married, so he was the one from the very beginning, always wanted me to do something, and then, when this opportunity came, going to Mumbai, and of course I went, he happily sent me. He was very happy that I'm selected in top 10. Then 10 of us, like when we are trained, like, getting our training in Mumbai, so it was for 1 month. But in that 1 month, where there are women, of course not everybody is the same, like there is some gossip going on, there is something else, and suddenly I see that I'm not able to find my, coal pencil, my lipstick, where it's gone. You'll be surprised, and then since I was like very focused and with good behavior, I won everybody's heart, but still women. So somehow one fine day I gave up. I called him and I said, like, I'm coming back, I've packed my bags and I'm coming back. He said, doesn't matter. You lose or you win, but you will finish your task. You will not come back. Just have some patience, just smile and just do your things. I said, okay. And he said, just be yourself. You don't have to change. I said, like, sometimes I cry, sometimes I get emotional. He said, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. But whatever you do, you give your best and just do, like, just being yourself. I'm telling you that you will come back smiling, even if you lose. And then that time I decided, and you will not believe, the day I got crowned, everything was captured by the camera. And like the director, like there was Maureen Wadia that time, and she said, it is not only today's performance, it's every day everyone was noticed. And that something which also became point of, attraction, and everybody, like, then girls are talking, oh my God, because, I could see their gossip, and, you see, we'll take Richa's lipstick today so that she doesn't look beautiful. Like
Wow.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, which is
So
like,
beautiful. I mean, what you really shared is bringing it to the point that you made previously in that girl that you're playing in the short film, that if she had just that one person to support her in her decision. And,
and
what we're talking about, women empowerment and helping women, and sometimes we think it's a women problem.
yeah,
It's not. It's a societal problem
suicide.
in which women are affected. But to change that, not only do we need women willing to step up, but we need men
Yes,
that are willing
absolutely.
to, because it's like we say, it's a transfer of power. You're allowing the
Absolutely.
women. Sometimes for quite a generation, we've seen that men think that they were powerful enough to manage themselves and the women and the female members of their society. But now, when we're saying that, okay, no, the women have their own choices, they have their decisions, and they're helping them. So, the role, even in your own life, with a small incident, I could see that to be
And he
successful.
always tells me, like, I'm sorry, he always tells me one thing, which I always use in my speeches, and which is something very inspiring. He tells me, like, Richa, to be successful, okay, you have to be nice, you have to be good, but to be successful, you have to be truthful, you have to be honest. Always remember that. So, whatever you do with honesty, you do with absolutely full dedication. But that's only the important thing, and you will.
Beautiful. That is such a beautiful thought, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I see is displayed, even that honesty has been displayed in your work, which you now sharing with all the young girls. Thank you so much for this interview, and thank you so much for giving us an insight into not only your success, but how you're actually using that success to transform others' lives. And we wish you all more success, uh,
Thank you so much.
not only in your efforts for women empowerment, but in all your successes for being a very, very successful actress. And may your reach go be way beyond where you can share your inner thoughts of uplifting others. That's what really makes you very, very beautiful.
Thank
And
you so much.
on behalf of the Vaishnavi Ministry, I want to thank Sham Mohini, who's our secretary to our ministry, that she met you in a
Yes.
place and you were willing to do this interview with us. So thank you so much. And thank you to your husband for being so supportive.
Thank
And
you.
please let us know how we can help in your initiative.
Yeah.
As last few final words, please share with us how our viewers can support the initiative and help women see a brighter future and see that there does life exist. Please let us know if there's any links to share, if there's any contacts. We can add it to the as a plugin to our
So,
podcast here.
there is, yes, so we have our website, which I will share with you. And like only one thing which I want to tell all of you, that together we'll make a difference. And now we are
Beautiful.
together, and trust me that like this is the only thought which I keep. And I started when I was the only one with Vishwadev Mukherjee, the man I'm talking. And today, like, we have so many, and now I have you all. I'm so glad. And something,
Right.
when you come to Calcutta, first I want you to visit, and I want to take you. And you and Sham Mohini ji also keeps coming. So it was so wonderful meeting her as well. So when she told me, I just told her I'm an actress, and when she told me what she's doing, then I also shared a little bit, because I really liked this so much. And this is something which actually overwhelms me totally. Like, especially women, they when they are
Right.
there on the path of humanity. And
Right.
trust me that I'm sure that we all are blessed to be women, but I think that we all are blessed to be humans more,
That is true.
and
That
part of
is true.
humanity.
That is so beautiful. Together we can definitely make a difference.
Yes.
And that's an effort that we're trying to make is to hear and inspire people, and especially viewers on different parts of the world that tune into our channel, um, that they get an insight of what other people are doing with the resources they have at hand. So thank you again for your work. Thank you for living a life of giving, of sharing your blessings with others. So, on behalf of the Vaishnavi Ministry, a lot of gratitude. And we definitely look forward, I personally look forward
Yes.
to coming and seeing the NGO and supporting, at least spending time there. Thank you
Thank
again,
you so
Richa.
much, Gayatri.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for
And I will
joining.
share the link of my film. Like, whenever you get time, please show it to your team for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we will. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gayatri.
Hare
Thank you, Sham.
Krishna.
Thank
Hare
you. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.